Tom MacDonald, Snowflakes. See them? Let's go. What's happening? My bar, Mr. Fam. What's happening? You don't know already, it's your boy, Bar Mr. And we're back in the ends with the man with the message, blood. And we inside. Big tune, don't know it is already, blood. Tom MacDonald, Snowflakes. Last thing I saw Tom say about this, blood, was don't get your feelings hurt. Let's go, man. Listen, my cards are up. We even stick with, bro. You know we keep it 1,000 B. It is what it is, man. I'll keep it real with you, as per usual. But let's go. Let's see what he's saying, B. How we gonna deal with it? Let's go, man. Alright, Tommy. I'll let your boy, man.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist...
Bro, I mean, I know he doesn't stick. He's not someone who sticks, bro. But straight out the bat, he was on some next thing. Watch this. What the hell?
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think...
And full facts, because, well, I speak for myself, blood. Things I've seen promised from governments, and when the time come around, is the next thing be. And these things are just either forgiven or just forgotten, whatever the case is. Like, it's no big deal. You know, that's just politics. They just say these things. But that shouldn't be normalized, blood, in my opinion. Never. I could never understand that, be. Like, why? Why is it allowed? Like, you know what I mean? Let's go, man. That's nonsense, man.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children.
Speaks for itself. Speaks for itself, blood. Yeah, I see why he said what he said before he released the song, blood.
If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying.
You see, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. I think this is what he was doing in Fake Woke. And not White Boys so much. It was another one we did. Because we did a few for him. But it was Fake Woke and another one. He's doing that again, blood. Where he's not saying something, but what he's saying is making you think from... Well, it should actually. It should make you think from both sides. Because if America is so racist... If humans going into a lion's den is dangerous and every time they go in there they get eaten, maybe it's not such a good idea for humans to go into the lion's den because they may get eaten. But at the same time, by saying that, he will sound as a racist, blood. But it's interesting what he says. His skill of making you think different is crazy, blood. It's crazy. That statement, I don't even know where to put that statement, blood. Because that statement could be looked as obnoxious, but at the same time accurate. Because if you're saying, if I grab a live wire, I'm going to get shocked, maybe it's not such a good idea to grab a live wire because I just might get shocked. But at the same time, I'm going to seem biased by saying that. He is so skilled at this thing. No wonder half the world hates him, half the world loves him, bro. But fortunately, I think those who love him outnumber those that just dislike him, bro. And not people dislike him, I think they just don't know how to deal with him, bro. You know what I mean? They just don't know how to deal with him, blood. You get me?
Taking guns away will save our kids from the killings. But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common.
I respect him for preaching his truth. I respect him for preaching his truth. I can't even argue about for preaching his truth, Dan. Wow. Okay, let's go. Wow.
He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country. Should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear.
There's a race war here, election based off fear. And there's so many facts in that, bro. I don't even have to explain to you guys. You see what happened in the past few years there, blood. It's a crazy thing, blood. But this has been going on for time too, yeah. This thing's usually based off of fear as well. But you see that line is coming. I need to rewind it just to get that coming in properly though, because what's in
hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers.
One thing about Tom, if it's the first time you have to be here and it's the first time you listen to Tom, let me just enlighten you. I'm new to Tom, but I can enlighten you about this accurately. He does not give up. Yo, listen, man. Black lives only matter once every 4 years, blood. Yo, listen. And before I even get into that, I could see how people are going to take that, run with that, and twist that into something it's not, blood. I did not write this verse. Obviously, Tom wrote this, but I know exactly what he's saying, blood. Politics, blood. You get me? He's saying that this thing becomes a big thing when it's politics. It's time to vote someone in, blood. You get me? And I feel him on that, blood, because there's other parts of the world, there's different things happen that every 4 years, whatever the case is, blood, when it's time for election, then. Suddenly, you will be seeing shots of them, they're in schools, they're doing this, with babies in their hand, and all this nonsense, blood. Nothing so during the interval, blood, but from the interim, but from the time is around that time, all of a sudden is that suddenly your roads are paved, horse. You've been screaming about these roads for time, but all of a sudden it's election, your roads are paved. So I get what you say with that every 4 years, blood. I get that, blood. I get that. But the way he's put it across there, someone just flash, see that, not even think about what he said. Oh, yeah. But it's nothing so, blood. Nothing. I see his point there, B. I see his point. And tell me what you think, blood. But that's why I'm getting from that.
Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans.
This is something that has irked me from since I think I knew myself. I could never understand how people could basically give their lives, you get me, for a country. And I'm not speaking about any country in particular, even if it's just America of the cases, but any country, they go to war for the country, bruh. Yeah? You telling me that by a miracle, because it's a bloody miracle, all these people don't make it back, B. They have made it back. And I was going to say in one piece, but some of them don't even make it back in one piece. Some of them come back missing limbs and whatnot, blood. Some can't walk, whatever the case is, blood. You get me? Now, you telling me that these people are ignored, B? Homeless on the streets, done? Starving, struggling? They should be icons, blood. These should be the goddamn celebrities, big man. Are you listen, man, you see, what hit me as well, because you see, just had memorial and all that recently and all that. So it's like, what are you talking about, man? Why is this a situation? You can't tell me about funding, because funds could easily be moved, man, because there's funds that's been used for things that, come on, man. Look. Yo, sorry, man, that always upset me, D. I can never understand why veterans are treated like that, blood. I can never understand that, blood. And who finds this is okay? Why is nothing being done? Yo, listen, man. It really upset. Honestly, it really pisses me off.
War here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it.
The forecast said there'll be snowflake. You so I was like, yo, listen, man. Yo, shout out over for the video. It's fire, by the way.
no way. Gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
Tom look like he's been hitting that gym differently, but his arms look huge, blood. I've seen some signs in the back, like, well, the protesting against Tom, I'm guessing, you get me? It's so crazy, they're protesting against him in his own video, you know, big man. Anyway, let's go.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this.
Let's back it up.
No more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store.
Okay. I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I think that Tom is improving. What I mean by that is he deals with reality, but his stuff is getting really solid as far as reality is concerned, bro. That sounds like something Kendrick would say, bro. Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, bro. Like, because that's facts. And this is things that have been addressed before in different ways by certain MCs. I won't say most of them, because a lot of them just on the whatever, but a few of them touch this kind of thing. Set up to a fail, blood. And these things are they're easily accessible to you, so it's easy to mess yourself up, basically, blood. This is what he's saying. I read that, I get a flame to that, blood. That was
no more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters.
Listen, man. That's another angle of like what he did before the Black Lives Only Matter. Because you see, there's two sides you can look at this as well. From him saying that, it's gonna look like, okay, he's saying that there shouldn't be equality, but at the same time, he could come across as sexist, bro. It's listen, his skill is not a lot of people could do this shit properly, blood. It's not a lot of people could do that properly, man. Where they make you look at both sides and it actually have you could actually hold a debate for either side, bro. And that's a gift, bro. That's a gift.
Fighting communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the...
Speaking his truth. Speaking his truth. In Fake Woke, I think it was, or White Boy, I think, I said that I can't fully understand everything he's saying because I'm not in his position. You dig what I'm saying? I am not in his position, but he's speaking his truth, bruv. I respect that. Let's go, man.
You're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks, you're supporting...
It smack you. He's hey, idiot. What you talking about? What you doing? That was fire, blood. Yo, listen, man.
You're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks, you're supporting what you stand against. You don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do.
And that's why they hate him. Let's go.
You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
I like how you bring that piece back from the first verse, because I actually liked it the first time I heard it there. I like how you bring that back, so it's kind of like going into the hook. It's part of the hook because it came back. And it's a powerful line too, by the way.
Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Ay, everybody's wrong, that's a real problem. Ay, they don't wanna hear it, but they still talking. Ay, soon enough, we running out of options. Ay, this ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay.
This ain't gonna enter this in the coffin. We ain't, yo, listen, man. Until we squash it, go down issues of blood. What you saying? It's not gonna fix itself. It's not gonna just fix itself. We literally have to make an effort to fix this planet, blood. You get me? Let's go, man.
They don't wanna hear it, but they still talking. Ay, soon enough, we running out of options. Ay, this ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay, I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are
Ooh, I wasn't even stopping for that. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid. Hence the title, Snowflake, you snowflake. But what I'm saying is, what I was gonna say is, the tune's well mastered, blood. It's well mastered. You get me?
so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
Shout out Nova Rockefeller, you know that blood. Shout out Nova Rockefeller for the video, man. Hands down, man. That video's an upgrade as well. I was tough to say that because I didn't think, you know, like after Dear Slim, because I think she did an amazing job with that video, but I think she upgrade here again, blood. That's fire, blood. Tom MacDonald, blood. Snowflakes, blood. Kill that, say what you had to say. And again, blood. I mean, I encountered someone in the comments there, and then I kind of finally disappeared. I'm not sure if he disappeared, he made himself disappear, if YouTube made him disappear, because YouTube does that to you, as some of you might know. They'll just literally pull his stuff off, blood. You get me? If you kind of going on crazy or whatever. But I was trying to understand what he was saying to me concerning his issues with Tom. So because blood, the thing with me is, I'm not going to say, oh, I like him, so that if you have a point, bro, if you look at me and say, but Miztah, you're not a black man, you're a white man, I know what boy you got. I just want to hear your point of view, blood. Give me your perspective. Let me see what you're saying, blood. And let's just talk about this, because we could disagree all day, but we don't have a war. Yo, listen, man, you're too much. Your hands are down, blood. You could choose this video, you could choose that video. Very important. Spread love out there, blood. It's not just something I say because it sounds cool. We need to, though. You get me? Anyway, we'll be back shortly, blood. Get me?